Welcome to Music Media Review, the weekly podcast critiquing modern music and media headlines. I'm Jess. Using names in any business is fun for consumers to imagine their own ideas. Monikers are closely focused in music, evaluating if our ears or lengthy visuals draw interest in the artist's work. A newbie stood out a year ago in 2025, widening entertainment by his stage name and reenacting a character based on a fling. Tucker Pillsbury goes by Rolemodel and is known for his viral #1 song, Sally When the Wine Runs Out. This one song grew bigger than he ever imagined, but now he's ready, showing personal growth in new album, Chucktimely and the Hourglass. In this episode, I'll recap Sally When the Wine Runs Out's journey, then transition Chucktimely's point of view. Here we go again. Let's Sally along on Music Media Review. Tucker Pillsbury is from Maine and got into music because of a ski accident he had in college. His buddies loaned him equipment they were using to make rap songs, wound up improving communication to express himself. Setting aside his film studies, Tucker dropped out and amazingly intrigued late rapper Mac Miller a year before his 2018 overdose. I know Mac Miller was close to Ariana Grande. Can't believe he was mentoring Tucker Pillsbury after their shared alma mater connection, Pittsburgh Point Park University. Seeking a break in LA, he sarcastically named himself Rolemodel, spelled in all caps. 3 extended play albums and 2 commercial ones later, an impromptu live performance developed promoting Kansas Anymore's 2024 record. Performing at Dallas House of Blues February 2025, social media star Jack Shane popped on stage during Sally When the Wine Runs Out's bridge verse. The audience found it so random and funny, those emotions and viewing numbers twisted a whole different meaning to the anonymous morning after anecdote. I heard alternative radio begin playing it last summer, and MTV Live showed the music video of civilians watching Rolemodel dance around a mall. Recreating the Where's My Sally cue at every live appearance, a celebrity or attendee took turns dancing however they wanted in that a cappella cheer. Even Tucker's mom. Aw shit, here we go again. I'm falling head first. Ankles hit the 2-step. Sally makes my head hurt. Heard through the grapevine, she can be a diva. Cold like Minnesota, hotter than a fever. Concerts keep having exciting must-see instances enabling buzzworthy headlines. Such a treat exclusively being there in front of your own eyes rather than a screen. I just hope these major cancellations will stop. Constantly breaking news this season. Out of all the Sally celebrities, one who benefited for her music comeback is Hilary Duff. Her pop presence has received higher praise 25 years since starring on Disney's Lizzie McGuire TV show and movies. I really didn't expect that. Have to admit, Luck or Something's album is contemporary with the synth pop Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter, and Ariana Grande put out. Roommates and Mature are strong singles from there. 6 months into Sally When the Wine Runs Out's gimmick, the song reached top 20 pop radio, #1 on alternative, but not the Hot 100. Really jaw-dropping when you think about it. Sally's ride ended with 2025, allowing time for Rolemodel to think more about his personal life. Friends got married, he turned 29 in May, aiming to break a long-term cycle staying single. Upon researching Chucktimely's chapter, I uncovered relationship news. Actress Dakota Johnson is now Tucker's girlfriend. I don't know how soon they met after she and Coldplay's frontman Chris Martin broke up 8 years together. Articles are publishing their official relationship, romancing Chucktimely and the Hourglass's release. Very juicy, and dare I say, timely. Promo singles High Hopes 3000 and Joy, each distributed June through July in preparation. Both contain upbeat classic rock riffing. I'm also sensing an indie pop direction as well. Let's go meet Chuck Timely. High Hopes 3000 posted June 3rd, meshing familiar rock sounds and, of course, something to dance to. The piano has a Jackson Browne Running on Empty, Fleetwood Mac's Say You Love Me, electric guitar mimicking T-Rex's Bang a Gong Get It On, and Georgia Satellite's Keep Your Hands to Yourself. Lot to juggle with those comparisons. I've shared the links in the episode description to hear what I mean. I'm assuming 3000's number is added in the title to separate from other famous High Hopes hits, or emphasis. You got the great jazz standard which my chorus class sang in elementary school, and Panic at the Disco's #1 pop rock hit. Role Model's take is learning the efforts and guidance in making a relationship work, doing it over and over and over and over again. I need some high hopes. Lord knows I could use them. I know I'm gonna lose them when the wheels fall off. Hey now, lend some independence. Stuck inside the fences like a goddamn dog. Long nights, heavy feelings. They say I'm unappealing when I shoot my shot. Come here, honey. Show me how to do it. Does love come around, or does one come around to it? Having the backup singers harmonizing signifies the support and positive hope for the future. Questioning, does love come around or does one come around to it? That's an epic line. Kind of reminded me of Miranda Lambert's newlywed track, Settling Down, as she questioned the leadership differences when she remarried Brendan McLaughlin. Grammys gave Best Country Album to Wildcard Braving the Courage. I see the same potential here. Tucker's light on his feet in High Hopes 3000's music video, dancing at his character's mechanic job and street roller skating, mirroring the same enthusiasm Nate Roos did as Fun's frontman. They kind of look the same too. I admired the music production on my first listen. Spotify automatically played the music video on New Music Friday's playlist in June. I'd like to see this crossover big for Role Model. So far, it's charted number 95 on the Hot 100, number 83 in the UK, just ranked number 30 adult alternative, and number 6 in New Zealand. Joy's second promo tune followed July 10th, trying out an 80s synth pop the way Sabrina Carpenter and Charlie XCX has. Desiring to see someone named Joy again, he borrows Billy Idol's and originally Tommy James and the Shondells' Moni Moni cheers. Hoping to get a yes, he asks, yeah, 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 aching her to come a little closer, being so far away. Because of its slightly generic beat and similar road trip storyline music video the way Sabrina Carpenter did Manchild, I'm not feeling Joy. The chorus is fun, but the verses don't match to High Hopes 3000 or the rest of the album to me. However, it's number 50 hot rock and alternative songs and number 1 in New Zealand. Things are looking up for Chuck Timely's game plan. How about rest of the track list? Chuck Timely and the Hourglass came out August 7th, blending acoustic country heard on Role Model's previous work, more syncopation, and singing higher. One thing he importantly clarifies, Chuck Timely isn't a concept album or alter ego. Looking at his friends building their lives with significant others, Tucker wanted to feel on the same page. He started going to therapy, kept Dakota Johnson's name private in the process, and loosely wrote the album jamming around. I understand why Tucker doesn't want to be pigeonholed through personas, but clearly turning to any art has brought out the best in him, including Chuck Timely and the Hourglass. This is one of the strongest albums of the year, and it'd be disappointing if the Recording Academy doesn't consider it in their Grammys ballot. I'd place it in Best Pop Vocal Album and the alternative categories. Chuck's mantra is a moving opening intro, bringing listeners in his head. I am deserving of something real, something true, someday soon. The dry lands will drain you. I want my life to change tonight or by morning light. Whoa, time is no friend of mine. These vocal diaries are displaying deeper than hip-hop songs. I'm loving the candidness and understanding artists' intentions and where the emotions come musically. This is what music is meant for. Track Song is All You Get and Chasing Midnight lean on past dating attempts not resulting anything steady nor sulking commentary. Reawakening Sally When the Wine Runs Out's acoustic folk blues I could see either possibly appear on country radio. Sonically fill a John Cougar Mellencamp arc. By special request, Dakota Johnson asked to cameo on Chuck Timely and the Hourglass. She flirts on Love, I, You, acting bar dating foreplay, and the backup singers repeatedly shouting Chuck at the end. Album's first half raises up. Second part seriously turns the hourglass upside down. Good Thing and Honeydew orchestrate slow rock and roll cinematic ballads. I thought of modern throwback singer Steven Sanchez as he revived that era with Until I Found You. Service receipts nearly identical to Sally's melody, regretting one getting away. Stains an indie alternative tune dealing with an ex wishing to rekindle with him. Apparently, it took this long for Rolemodel getting invited to his first wedding, triggering him wanting his own someday. The wedding's imagery brought out vulnerability which you don't hear often from men. Last night, I told myself that I'm never getting married. Last night, I thought I knew. Black tie, string lights, and the image of the bride getting carried. That night, they sold me too, saying, I do. Final track Harmony was just performed on Tonight's Show with Jimmy Fallon. Lighting up the happier notes acquainting Chuck Timely's beginnings, a power ballad concludes music therapeutically healing him and feeling at peace. A perfect ending wrapping things up. The chorus is, whatever kept me awake last night is finally giving me one night free. Play a song that'll dry my eyes, settle into some harmony. Whatever's keeping you by my side, I'll do whatever to let that be in harmony. Maybe this is what love looks like. It took forever, but now I see it's harmony. We needed an album emoting all this. So much sadness and drama out there. I feel enlightened after listening to Chuck Timely and the Hourglass. Pretty amazing how a year and person's difference can make. Harmony should be the next single. I applaud you, Tucker Pillsbury, taking those steps for us. Wish you the best. Thanks for listening to this episode. Tell me what you think of Chuck Timely and the Hourglass and any feedback. Email musicmediareviewpodcast@gmail.com. I'm thrilled Shania Twain fans adored last episode's countdown and have a fan who looked into additional charting Little Miss Twain achieved. #1 Canada Country, iTunes Canada, and UK Country. Nicely done and appreciate the insight. I welcome this forum for all of us. Please feel free sharing. I love to learn and keep the conversations going. Join Music Media Reviews fans on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Rate and review on the streaming platform you listen as well. I'm Jess. Talk to you next week.